All right. Terrible lighting, not fancy production in any way, but this is my 258th or 59th video, so I hope it's charming. It is bare bones, but again, I always say it's a 56-year-old guy trying to stay on top of things and embrace technology as best he can. Welcome to another video from AA Sports Cards. I'm excited to do this one, and this is a collection. I can't show the big box because it'll be herky-jerky on the camera. So again, is it charming? I don't know, but you won't get sick. This is interesting because this is a collection that has come to us, and we're giving the owner of the collection two options. We will make him a cash offer. If he likes it, he sells it to us, no fuss, no muss. If he doesn't like the offer, or we don't, we're not happy with the offer, we'll sell it for him on consignment. Either way, it's a win-win. His collection gets sold. He doesn't have to do the work. He doesn't have to waste his time, going on social media, walking into shows and putting up with the big game that often selling a collection is. We will give the best option for him. He can sell it or consign it, and that's great. So we're going to go through the highlights of the collection online, and I'm holding this card up just because I love this card, and this is one of the cards in the collection. But this isn't something really that has monetary value, but this certainly has sentimental value to me. And if you grew up in the early 70s like I did, and you loved goaltending, you probably owned this book. And I can tell you, and if kids are watching this, they will laugh, but this was even before Atari or Intellivision, before we had video games. And on rainy winter days when we just couldn't play road hockey anymore, I used to sit at a kitchen table with tracing paper, and I used to trace this exact page. I remember this. It could be 1977 here, guys, and I would have a piece of tracing paper and a pencil, and I would draw Jacques Plante and then paint, color in the mask to my liking and color in the goalie equipment. Every time I see this book, it just makes me feel like a little kid again. So on to the collection, and let's just go through some of the stuff that is in here. Some I'll spend more time on it than others. There are 2 copies of the 1970 SO Power Players. Again, another set that I've always had an affinity for. It isn't this one. It's this one. They both have the dust jackets. They're both the hardcover. The interesting thing I always say when I see this set is the soft cover album was 95 cents. This was $4.50. I think that was a lot of money in 1970. And I don't think many parents bought kids the hardcover album because of that. So it is a little harder, I suppose. This set's great because it has the statistics underneath the photos, and there's the Gordie Howe page. And again, I see some videos online from people that make card videos, and they are like Steven Spielberg productions. Mine are not. I wish they were, but again, it's charming. All right, so there's 2 SO Power Players. Let's get into some better stuff that's in the collection. We have a 1952 Topps Roy Campanella, a high number, blue chip. We have 1965 Gordie Howe. We have my favorite goalie from one of my favorite sets, the Presidential Pose, Terry Sawchuk. Little known fact, he ran for President of the United States in 1963. He didn't win. There are 3 cards in this big brick. And thankfully, not many people use these big holders anymore. I don't know if anybody out there has had some issues with PSA not grading cards that have been in these big holders as the cards get recessed over time. That has happened to us, so I'm assuming it's happened to others. These will get taken out of these holders right after this video, but a classic crew cut Bobby Orr 1968-69 O-Pee-Chee. There's actually only 2 cards in here. I thought there were 3, and yeah, you can see all 4 borders, which is, this card is, I've never owned a perfectly centered one. I don't know if one exists, but when you can see all 4 borders on this card, that's always a good thing. And the other card in there is, actually, if you live in Vancouver, you know the name Tom Larscheid, who was a color commentator for the Vancouver Canucks through the 70s and the 80s, maybe even into the early 90s. And I can hear his voice in my head along with the great Jim Robson. And Tom Larscheid had a fantastic college football career and also played in the CFL. And his cards are actually sought after by Americans, one of the few CFL cards that is. So that's actually a good card. It's his rookie card. So that's nice that that's in there. Let me put these down and see what else is in here. There are several sets in this collection. I'm not showing them all, but I will show the highlights. Of course, you know what card I'm going to show. It is number 53. I passed it. I always say I don't know my kids' birthdays, but I could tell you the numbers of all the rookie cards, and there is the Patrick Roy. So that's a complete 86-87 set. The other major set that was in this collection would be the one from the year before, 1985. And even if you don't know the number of the Mario Lemieux rookie card, you can't help but see it because it's on the first page, number 9. There it is. So there's 2 key sets there. And, let's just quickly run through some of the rest of the stuff. There's some 1953 Topps baseball. I'm taking them out of the package so it shows better on camera. There's some 1958 Topps baseball. There is some 1952 Topps baseball, although that looks like it's definitely trimmed, so we won't spend a lot of time on that. 1985-86 Topps Mario Lemieux rookie card. There is a big box of cards here, and with the Danny Heatley on top. Don't know if that's modern, don't know if that's vintage. We'll see if we have time to go through that on camera. There is a small package of stuff with a 1965 Coke Bobby Hull on front. But again, the main value in this collection is going to be the sets. This card, which we'll come back to, the 68 Orr, and there are some other things in here. And that Jacques Plante book, again, not worth very much, but it's worth a fortune to me in terms of my memory. So as soon as this video is finished, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to go through this collection carefully. We will make the gentleman a direct outright cash offer, and if that doesn't work for either party, we will sell the stuff for him on consignment via our eBay auctions. Do I need to say it? I'm going to. Vahoota, V-A-H-O-O-T-A, is our user ID on there, and we have tons of auctions up right now, from vintage to modern. Please check us out on eBay, and if you want to sell or consign your vintage or high-end modern to us, we would love to hear from you. If you reside in Canada, all you need to do is give me a call or an email, information of which is on our website, aasportscards.com, aasportscards.com. Please visit the website. It has letters of testimony from past sellers and past consigners, and I want anyone who is thinking of dealing with us to read those, because we're proud of those, and we've worked hard to get them. And I hope that if you sell or consign your collection to me, you'll write a testimony for us after, because you'll be so happy with our service. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please like and subscribe to this YouTube channel, and we will be back soon with more videos. Thanks, everybody, for watching, and have a charming day.